What's happening, people? Frag-Jitsu, Big John here, coming at you guys with another one. It's an April wrap-up video, so we're going to go through all of the sample sets I tried, any of the ones that stand out in those sets, so you guys will get a brief overview of houses that I got to try this month, which was very exciting for me. It's kind of like a new thing that I'm getting into, is just, I never really did that before, just full-on sample sets, like, proprietary from the actual houses, and get to try all their fragrances, or at least a large number of them. And for me, that's been exciting. So April really was like a month of that, a month of discovery for me. I also got to be featured on Seldomly Often's channel, and we did a talk about the cycles of fragrance hobbyists, or generally any hobbyist. The things we talked about in that video, kind of wanted to be able to apply that to any hobby, not just fragrances. It's more of like a human psychology study on interest, but take what you will from it. This month I wore a lot of fragrances, guys. The ones that were on repeat, the ones that kind of be a solid theme for me, made it to this video. And I want to just go through all of the fragrance sample sets that I got to try, and some of the things that stood out to me as just like wow factor, some of the things that really impressed me. So let's start with Jovoy Paris fragrance sample set here. So there is an interesting little thing with cards, and there's like a photography kind of element to each one of these. So I actually like this about this company. In that little packet there's like these cards, and they each one has like the fragrance and some kind of product photography relevant to each creation. Like every single one has like this very distinct image with the fragrance, that like the notes of the fragrance on the back and the name of the fragrance. So the fragrances that I enjoyed from this house so far, I did not get to wear them all, but the ones that I have worn, enjoyed, smelled, and I'll usually smell them right away, know if I'm gonna wear it or if I want to wear it. Remember Me by Jovoy is really, really great. It's almost like their version of Dior Intense. It's almost like a really high quality clone of it, except for one thing. It's got way more power to it, like way more lift and kick, and it just is really good. So Remember Me was really, this is one right here, was really one that stood out to me as one that I would get, because I like Dior Intense, and I think that it's very similar to Dior Intense. The other one that I thought was really interesting from Jovoy, all my samples here, is Fire at Will, which they think is more like feminine, unisex kind of leaning. So Fire at Will was really good. It's got this whipped cream kind of vanilla, like super sweet, long lasting, and like loud gourmand dessert kind of smelling fragrance. Very light and like marshmallow fluffy, like super, not like creamy really either. Very like airy, and there's a lot of space, but it's super sweet. Something you've smelled in a kitchen before, confectionery kind of art. It's really, really nice. I wasn't expecting it. The name doesn't match to me, and I don't know why they picked that name, but that's the two that really stood out to me. I know another honorable mention that I thought was kind of fun was also Psychedelic. Psychedelic was just like, it reminded me of Pardon and all the other really heavy patchouli fragrances that are out there. So I did enjoy Psychedelic from Jovoy as well. Those, I guess, would be the three that really stood out to me so far. I've smelled a few of the other ones here, but not all of them, because it's only been a few weeks that I've had this. So that's not a real review yet, guys. It's not like a full-blown review. I don't want you to take anything too crazy away from that, but I did like Fire at Will, Remember Me, and Psychedelic. Psychedelic was kind of tough to wear, though. It was a little bit much. Anyway, this one, I did a whole video on this already. I really, really enjoyed this. I did more of a first impressions. I guess this could be a follow-up to just a handful of these, but there's about 13 fragrances in here. I did a full review, first impression, kind of from my backyard, but you guys can see these were really great to have. Les Indémodables is very, very high quality naturals. I haven't really encountered this yet, guys, so this is like the first time I really got to encounter like that naturally sourced high-end stuff, like ingredients. I really kind of, if I have been exposed to it, I'm not aware. So these guys deliberately are telling you, like, this is what we're doing. So the the most honorable, easiest thing to say is Vanille Havane or Vanilla Havane, however you guys want to say it. That one is just like, I got to exclude that, I think, from my analysis because everyone's going to say that about this house. This one is just made to be liked. You guys could see my reaction to that. I mean, I was like really floored, and I still am. I might even have to wear this today, like right now, because I'm holding it in my hand, and I really, really liked it. It's really something else, especially the opening. It's just so ridiculously good. Like, it's a sweet fragrance, guys. It's a boozy fragrance. It's balanced. It's just so awesome. It's like the mix of a cigar and a dessert. Les Indémodables, Vanille Havane. Everyone's going to talk about that and cover that one for good reasons. I think some of the ones that I wore that were definitely new to me, Ombre Supreme. I never experienced something like this. It's got this really interesting, it's like citrusy, animalic, and marine all in like one wrapped up, interesting bundle. Very, very crazy fragrance. A little bit hard for me to wear, but it actually is surprisingly like easy for me to pull off personally. I think that it's easier than Oriental Velours. So definitely think Ombre Supreme took me the most off guard. It was the most out of the box one that I've smelled yet. I haven't smelled anything really like this except for one of the chemicals in the Rouge 540 DNA. I get something out of that. I don't know what it's called, guys, but there's something similar. I do get that. So what's another one? Fougère Emeraude was awesome in this set. Although I don't think it lasted me that great, but the experience of wearing this was really nice. I think it was like 2-3 hours, but I could be wrong. I could have gone nose blind, but I was definitely searching for this. You know, I wanted to have the experience with me more, and whether it was a combination of nose blindness or not, Fougère Emeraude was something that I was definitely, like, I looked up to see how much the bottle cost because I did like that. Chypre Azural was another one that kind of took me in a different direction. Now, I don't outright just seek Chypres or Chypras or whatever, however you want to say it. Not really too crazy about that whole thing. Like, whatever Chypres I've smelled before, I've been like, okay, they're dry usually fragrances. I heard someone say that Creed Aventus is a Chypre, so in that sense that I do like them. But this one starts out, it's so easy to wear, guys. But it does have something a little bit strange going on in it. Wow, smelling this with a fresh nose too is just a great, great thing. So uplifting, easy to wear, clean. I would definitely get Chypre Azural for sure. Just the fact that it's such a head scratcher to me. I think I might have sprayed too much at one time before when I did wear it. Escala in Indonesia is really good. And my number one, most reached for, most used, the one I thought about the most, the one that I was obsessed with the most, call me basic, but it was Orangère Sirocco. Orangère Sirocco. Oh my goodness. I almost tore through this whole friggin' thing here, and I'm actually saving that because I liked it so much. This is the one that really, really kept getting grabbed, like beyond my control. This is the one that my subliminal person that also inhabits my body grabs. This is the one that part of me, just automatic part of me, keeps grabbing that one. Although that Chypre Azural is smelling really good right now. But yeah, Orangère Sirocco is a beauty. Like, that's just a mass appealing beauty. I think that one flies under the radar. And Vanille Havane, again, I'm just going to repeat that one more time. Vanille Havane is just that good. It is just that good. Those were the top ones to me, guys. I might have missed some, but I'm going to do a real follow-up video to that at some point. That's just kind of what, from my recent memory with no research, just going right back in and telling you guys how it was. That's how I came out of the other end with Les Indémodables about 2 weeks later. So the Juicebox fragrance set, I also reviewed, guys, and this one I had for a longer time, so I did get to have some experience with these before I actually like went into that, but there were so many that I couldn't remember which ones were which. The ones that I like in this immediately, like the ones that I liked immediately, were Beat Cafe, which is sold out wherever I was looking, but I do like Beat Cafe. I'd say there's a little bit of redundancy between this and Brutus for me, so I probably won't get this right away. Maybe a year or two down the road I would get Beat Cafe, but I'm not dying to buy it. That is the one, though, that I think was the most me. And then there was Green Bubble, I thought was so good. Where's my Green Bubble? Green Bubble, I thought was really good. It reminded me of Black Afghano, but with a little bit more warmth or a little bit more just going on, a little bit more sweetness maybe. Just definitely easy for me to wear Green Bubble. I did like that one. And one of the most beautiful things I smelled from this set was Siren and Sailors. I don't even have it here. I gave a bunch of them to my wife, and they're in her little area in the room for her to try. So she's trying Karaoke Heart was the one she really liked, which I said smells like Camera. She doesn't think so, but I think it smells like Camera. There's also Cheeky Smile, which is right next to her. She didn't like that one too much. And Siren and Sailors, which is the one that I like the most out of all of the more womanly leaning ones. So take what you will from that. That is just a really brief follow-up, not really meant to be like a super crazy review. That's just the 3 main sample sets. Guys, I'm so excited because I have Zoologist sample set on the way. The one with the 18 different fragrances from Zoologist. I've never smelled anything from them. So excited to get that. I was going to get the 36 size, 36 pack, but that was sold out. I waited too long. So that's the sample part of the video. If you got this far, thank you very much. Maybe hit subscribe. I'm going to move on now and go into all of the full bottles that I own and all the bottles that I wear. And I'm going to start with one of my faves, the Nishane Wulong Cha. It's here to stay, guys. I love it. It's just another, this is one that I will never live without. I won't. I just can't. I couldn't live without Nishane's Wulong Cha at this point in my life. It has too many scent memories now, especially for vacations. And this, to me, is the Florida Keys. I always bring a sample of it with me when I go there. Any really important day, like I always kind of lean towards this because it's so like high quality and beautiful, but it's never like, oh, I'm wearing a fragrance. It's like this air that comes with you. And it feels really good to wear, guys. I just really enjoy the experience on this. Kind of calms me down too. I really like fragrances that make me calmer because I have a tendency to be a lot going on in my head. You know, this helps me kind of have that mantra to like even me out a little bit. So Nishane's Wulong Cha, not Wulong Cha X. I've tried it. I just don't like the extra florals that are in that. This one for me is just really, really perfect. If I like this and you guys know some things that are like this that I would like in this scent profile, please let me know in the comments because I'm definitely on the search for things tangential to this or parallel to this Wulong Cha experience to me. I know Grease Charnel is very good. I have 2 clones of it and I have the samples of both of those and I still haven't pulled the trigger on the Grease Charnel X-Straight or whatever. They're a little bit different to me, guys. I like those, but they're a little bit more Reflection Man direction. I already have that too, so that's why I feel like there's some redundancy between that. But this Nishane's Wulong Cha is something that I will always have and I will always be wearing. I wear it all the time. It's kind of like that subliminal me that I'm not sure of, subconscious me, just always reaches for this and grabs it. And there was a time where I thought I was bored of this. It actually was a couple of month span where I was like, it's not enough for me. And then I go back and I rediscover it and there's like a newfound love now that's consistent and not going anywhere. So I do really, really recommend you smell Nishane's Wulong Cha. Everybody that I've like showed this to has been like, wow. I actually had one person say it smelled like green kind of fruits and vegetables. Like it does smell a little bit realistic and that's really nice and I enjoy that about Nishane's Wulong Cha. So let's go to another strange, this one's stranger, a little bit weird, a little bit strange on the mix down here. Nothing too like off-putting in here. It's actually a mass appealing rendition of that DNA, that peppery, like culinary, like real peppers, guys. It smells like, to me, it smells like these sweet, real peppers. Not really too spicy, more of like on the sweet side of peppers. It's interesting. It smells like you were working in a kitchen cutting some vegetables. And there's that, and then there's like this really nice dusty, sweet powderiness to it. And the way that all mixes up is just such an interesting fragrance to me. Like I really enjoy this fragrance, and I know it's not PDM's like best-selling one, or I would never recommend people to go get this either. I just blind bought this like last year at some point, because I like the clone of it from Alexandria called Red Stallion. Now, Red Stallion has, I think, a more absurd approach to it, a more extreme approach. It takes the peppers and it makes them like super hot, it takes the sweetness and it makes it super sweet, like Baccarat Rouge kind of sweetness. So I enjoy that, I have that, but I also really like the way this wears is a little bit more natural, a little bit easier to wear, a little bit less extreme, but I do enjoy the extreme rendition of it. So that's how I found myself wearing Callan. I wear this, any time really. If I'm going to work, I don't care where I wear this to. It's an interesting kind of standout fragrance without being too overbearing or anything. It's very easy to smell. It's kind of rounded out and made to smell nice, while still being so like strange from them. I really think this is a weird one from them, and I like it. I hope that they make more things like this. PDM does have this. I've never smelled anything from them that's like this. Maybe Haltane, but I don't know. This one's got the most like strange out of the boxness to me. Another really great fragrance, guys. This one is like really took me off my feet. I love it, and I feel like I've been looking for this thing for forever, like since I started this fragrance journey, and I finally found it. So I like the Rouge DNA. I smelled the extrait on somebody out in the wild, and I asked them, what is that? Because it smelled like Rouge, but something else was going on, and I liked how it came up off of this person. So it was the Rouge extrait that he was wearing, and I definitely didn't really want to go and commit to that $500, $700 fragrance. And there's always something about it that I don't like. Even though I do like it, there's something about it that I don't like. So I finally get to this, and I know this is not a clone of that or anything, but it is very in that direction. Like, I immediately thought of this when I smelled it. A lot of you are going to immediately think of that. You're going to tie it. First off, the bottle is like ridiculous. It's so good. It's heavy, like heavy, serious bottle. This thing like could go through a car window easy. Not that I'm thinking about that. This cap easily too is just so cool, guys. It's just a badass, like heavy, serious bottle, like serious thick glass bottle, and cool little eagle on the front. Listen, I just like having this product. It's really nice. I think I got it for like $100, guys. I couldn't, like, if it was $100, I mean, this is like ridiculous quality. And let's get to the smell. It's like a nicer, more rounded version of the Rouge style stuff. It's got like citruses in it too, but I don't really pick up on any like one citrus at all, really. I don't get like a lemoniness or like an orange bitterness, but there is like some lift to it. It's not all just sweetness. There's a fresh component to it too. It's like fresh, clean, and then you get that sweet and warm. It's warmer. It's a little bit thicker kind of than the Rouge 540 with all that air kind of it has in it. This one has like way less of that. It's more solid, I'd say, of a wear. I really enjoy it, guys. It just embodies kind of like that side of me. I wore it today to work, actually, and no one's ever going to complain about how this smells. It's not synthetic at all. That's the thing. Like, I like this version that doesn't smell like a synthetic Rouge DNA, and I think that Trajan is probably the one that will stop me from getting any other Rouge type style of DNAs ever again. I already knew I was on my way out with that style, but this is the one. Like, I have 6 or 7 other things that are, beating around the bush, trying to get to that Rouge DNA, and a lot of times they're more synthetic, or they're loud and they're ridiculous, but like they're too much for the wearing experience. For me, this is just really, really nice with like a lot of little facets that keeps it very interesting. So this is Electimus Trajan. I'll put all the names on the screen for you guys, as I usually do. So we have Brutus from Ordo Parisi. You guys kind of discovered this along with me recently. I got a sample of it. I heard a recommendation of it from Seldomly Often. Daniel, thank you again. He was right on the money. He knew I would like this. He knows my tastes better than me now, which is a good thing. Other people out there kind of watch your videos. They give you recommendations, and I find so much good stuff off of that. So I listen, guys. I listen in the comments. Brutus is awesome. It's a handsome, gentlemanly, easy to wear, not stuffy, very rounded, a little bitter, a little sweet, a lot of like mass appeal to it, very easy to wear. I'd say it reminds me of almost a barbershop-y fragrance, just totally not. It has to have lavender or something like that. And just great fragrance. I enjoy it a lot. A lot of you might not really get taken away by this or be like super overly impressed by it, but I think it's actually a very good fragrance, and it's the only Ordo Parisi I bought so far. So maybe I'll get into some more of those, but I have about 6 or 7 creations from this perfumer, and I think I'm good right now. I want to explore more things, more different houses, more different perfumers before I go more. But my use cases for this and the wear, it wears for a pretty long time for this DNA. It sticks with you, it hangs with you. It doesn't really go through a crazy journey. Like, it's kind of one note, sort of. I think I really like the late dry down when it like kind of softens. The bitterness goes down as you wear this, and it kind of softens. And I really like that. I like that end stage of this really a lot. It's like a very nice conclusion to the experience. It doesn't just peter off and like, I don't know, just die weakly. It goes out with a nice tune. Anyway, this one's really nice, guys. I think I wear it to like a clean kind of presentation, like a semi-serious presentation. This is that. You could do a lot with this. It's kind of like everything the everyman scent here. So definitely a little manly though, not really too juvenile. I like it. Let's go with a house that has really been rocking me. So I have 2 on the list from this house, and I just can't get enough of Argos, man. I really enjoy their fragrances. They're made to be enjoyed. You know, a lot of niche heads out there are gonna love or hate this. I feel like it's just, for me, perfect. Like, this is my favorite one from them as of this moment. It's ridiculously good, guys. This is called Fall of Phaeton. I love it. I wear it all the time. Every time I wear it, somebody notices it. Not that I'm looking for that, but like, it's kind of nice when your buddies or people you know are like, dude, I don't even know what that is, but you gotta tell me. Like, it's kind of like something fruity to this. It's kind of like something dusty and almost leathery to this. There's a really long lasting power to these fragrances too, and I love it. It's a little syrupy at times and fruity and fresh, and you guys could look at the notes and try to figure that out, but you will never know if you don't smell this. Fall of Phaeton is the one that at first was the most interesting to me. It wasn't my favorite, but now it's taken my favorite spot. Fall of Phaeton here, if you want to see they got like a little painting on it, guys. I think that the juice looks perfect color for like what you're getting, and the whole presentation on this is just really something else. It's a beauty. I really enjoy this one right here. And out of all the ones that I have 6 Argos fragrances now, and I've smelled 7, and this is my favorite one so far. I'd say if you have Dene already and this, you might have some redundancy there. I think this is more interesting than Dene, but just as nice, just as easy to wear, and just as mass appealing. Dene though is one that like I've had a friend literally, like, he wore Dene. I brought it to work so he could smell it. Sprayed it on his arm. Later that night, his dad smelled it, who's not even into fragrances. He went online and bought a full bottle of Dene just off of that one 10 hours later, like, smell off of his son's arm. Like, it lasted all day. Dene, I'd say, is the safest blind buy for this house. If you're looking for like the most easy to wear one, Dene is probably the most easy to wear. And then this is like a close second. And then the third one on my list here, that was Fall of Phaeton. This one's Triumph of Bacchus. Now, I've been all over the place with this one. At the beginning, see, this is the most used one I have too. So this is the first one I ever got from Argos, the first fragrance. This is a tobacco, peach, fruity, thick, cognac, like really, really beautiful fragrance. Some people say medicinal, kind of like cough syrupy, and I could see that too. I think it's a beautiful parallel to that kind of explanation. This is my nightcap. Like, this is my nighttime scent so many times. Because when you wake up in the morning, that dry down's still hitting, and it smells really nice. I usually spray it on my shirt at night before I go to bed, and I wake up, and it's just like an awesome first thing to wake up to. Just this super awesome late dry down, sweet, sticky, warm. And most importantly to me, guys, this is very comforting to me. There's something about it. I had a phase where I didn't like it, and now like I got obsessed with it. If you followed my videos, this started jumping off the shelf at me is what I said, and how I was feeling about it. It was just kind of picking me over and over again. And the more Argos fragrances I got, this was the first one, the more I keep going back to the first one, and I just keep enjoying my experience with this. So it's not my favorite one from the house. Fall of Phaeton is my favorite one, just because of like the way I'm so excited to wear that one. Danae I like a lot, but I feel like it falls underneath Fall of Phaeton. Like those two, I don't need to have them both. They both kind of make me feel the same way. I really do enjoy this house though. It is kind of, for me, the way this house works. There's a part of me that really like gets down with what they're doing. I also really like the bottles. They're an eye catcher. They look like jewelry. Like they look like a beautiful relic. So in my little armoire with the glass doors, these are like right in the middle, and it looks like really beautiful. Maybe I'll put a picture in the video for you guys. So I did just pick up, a couple more, but I'm not going to go into those. The Argos journey is always going in my collection. At almost every time am I wearing one. Like every week I wear one, always, because of the Argos Triumph of Bacchus. Almost every other night, at least every third, fourth night, I always grab a Triumph of Bacchus. That's like my post shower, like right before I go to bed. 2 sprays of that, one spray of that, super comfortable for me, like super relaxing, and I enjoy it. Now let's talk about some run around and get things done fragrances that I had to wear this month. I always wear Luciano's Coastal Breeze. I recommend it a lot. It's very easy to wear. It's a cheapie, guys. It's not like expensive like the other stuff I might have featured. Super easy for me to wear, and I just love the fresh, easy thoughtlessness that I can just go grab this and rock it. And as it gets hotter and hotter, this gets more and more appropriate. It's like very, very easy to wear for me, and just like a little bit fruity, a little bit aquatic, and just a really nice, fresh, generic, good wearing experience. It's trying to clone something that I don't think it fits, doesn't really, it almost smells like it, but if you smell the original and wear that, you guys are going to see the difference between the original and this, and I actually like this a little bit more. Here's why. That one is at least 10 times more money than this, whereas this is $30, that one's $3.80 probably. You probably could get it for more if you look in the wrong places. So I do have samples of that, and I get to wear that and compare these. I'm really not interested in that as much, but for you people who need to know how this compares to the original, they're different. That one is more realistic on the fruits, and it's just beautifully like crafted and weaves, and it's just really nice. Has a movement to it. This is one note. You spray it, smells great from the second you spray it, and it dries down with this freshness, and that's really like got this bubbly, almost the same deal as the Acqua di Gio, but with now like a melon and a fruit instead of like a lemon dominance. All right, so definitely really like Coastal Breeze. It's one of the ones. I'll probably have to get that again, guys. I don't really have anything that smells truly just like that. It's very, very nice. Hawass Fire is another one that I've just been absolutely reaching for a ton. It's kind of new to my collection, and it already is down, I guess, a fourth of the way down. That's a pretty big deal for me, because that must mean I wear this a lot, and I don't really need to spray too many of these. This one, guys, you don't need to spray a lot. I just featured it in my last video. There's a full review of it, like when I first got it and compared all the Hawasses. Just scroll down, it's in my videos. If you're interested in Hawass and hearing about it, everybody and their mother is already talking about Hawass Fire. I think it's probably the best of the Hawasses besides Ice. Ice is easier for everyone to deal with. It's got a lot more, I feel like it blends in more. This one stands out more. It's got a little bit more personality. Hawass Ice, if you like the original, it's a big step up and an improvement on the original for me, for mass appeal purposes, for general use purposes. It's a little bit less synthetic smelling, but it's still, these are all synthetic. The Hawass DNA has this just like innate synthetic nature to it. And I think that's how they get it to be so damn strong, because it's fresh and just so strong and long lasting and easy to wear. You could definitely spray too much of this and bother people, but I wear Hawass Fire all the time, and I'm not sponsored or in cahoots with anybody or plugging anyone. Aqua di Gio EDP. I just featured it yesterday. You guys are probably going to get tired of me saying the same fragrances every video, but when someone's being honest about, hey, wear this, and I wear it all the time. That's basically it. End of story. It's another aquatic, easy to wear, but this one's interesting because it has like a mineral factor to it, like a metallic kind of greenness touch to it, and it's very interesting to me. So I actually really get a kick out of wearing this. It's not just a generic fragrance, even though it can fill those shoes. I really like this fragrance, guys. Aqua di Gio EDP is my favorite one. I'm not going to spend too long on it. I know I just covered it in my last video. 85 bucks I got this 200 ml bottle, and I'll always have Aqua di Gio EDP. I'll probably never need any of the other ones. You know, nothing too crazy expressive here, nothing, you know, niche about it, but it is the most niche smelling of the Aqua di Gios, in my opinion, the most interesting one. And I'll be definitely reaching for this for time to come. It's a compliment beast too, and it lasts a really great amount of time for that kind of DNA. And the day that I did the talk with Daniel for that video, it brought back kind of my enjoyment of these two fragrances, which I think are a logical A and B. Usually you're going to start with cheapies and you're going to end up smelling something like this masculine, woody, spicy, boozy, like you smell like a DUI. Again, I think it's kind of interesting because it's a car company, guys, that makes the most boozy, alcoholic, like drunk smelling DNA out there. Very, very warm, very masculine deal here. A lot of woods. It's not ambery, but it's got warmth to it. A lot of woods and spice and booze, like whiskey booze. Awesome fragrance here, guys. I kind of like the cap. I like the way it looks. I do like the way this fragrance actually presents. It's kind of interesting. I like the all metal kind of wheel well like style here. It says Bentley in there. I definitely like holding this. I like owning this, and it was like 20 bucks at the time. Might be more now, but Bentley for Men Intense is awesome. I haven't tried any of the other ones, but this, if you like this, it's your logical first step. You'll end up at Duro by Nasamato. Same guy who did that Ordo Parisi one that I talked about before in the video. Duro's really cool. Another similar style, masculine, woody, deep fragrance. Very nice fragrance, guys. Just super awesome, like masculine stuff, and easy to wear. I find it, for me, like I could wear this all the time, and my wife just says, "Oh, it smells good." And I'm surprised sometimes because she's very, very picky. So let's check it out. Let's look at Duro. So, come on, baby. There we go. It's very nice. So this fragrance, not a big dent. I don't need to spray too much. You can get really like, almost like caustic with this one. It gets, there's a syntheticness to it, but it still has these like natural, like really nice wood smells. It's just great. That's it. That's all I have to say. Very masculine, very me, very easy to wear. Maybe tied with Barra Onda at this point. My favorites from the Alessandro Gualtieri mix down. I really love Barra Onda, guys. I'm almost out of that one. I don't wear it as much. It's actually really great in the summer, though. Very lively in the summer. It almost changes with the seasons, that one. This one, though, I get the same kind of wear out of it almost every time. I really do enjoy this. I don't wear it that many occasions. This is more of like a me by myself fragrance. I like to do that with this one. Go to the store shopping for food and stuff. I'll just rock like obscene amounts of sprays of this. Keep people at arm's length. Stay away. I'm rocking Duro. Don't come too close. You might lose a finger. All right. That's my whole mix down for the month. Thanks, guys, if you made it this far. Again, see if you could hit subscribe, share the video, let people know that your boy loves fragrances, and let me know in the comments if you guys react to anything that I showed you just now. Appreciate it, man. I'll talk to you guys.